Every ordinary person is able to build wealth, and many are able to become net worth millionaires. As long as you live not only in a country that has an advanced economy, but every economy that is a stable economy, stable in the sense that you are able to build wealth without having to fear somebody taking it away from you. And there are a lot of societies like that on this planet, but especially in the Western countries. Those are really few in numbers who actually couldn't be building wealth, because in the end, building wealth is shockingly simple. You see, as an ordinary income earner, what you need to build wealth, you only need three things. You need income, financial management, and time. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the ordinary income earner. And building wealth is so shockingly simple that it's kind of a wonder why isn't everybody building wealth. And the simpleness is this. You go to work, you get a paycheck, you make money, you get income, and then you sacrifice a portion of that income into your wealth. Technically, that wealth could be anything. It could be investment properties, farmland, ping pong machines, whatever. But the most common and important financial tool, financial instrument is, of course, stock mutual funds. And that is how simple building wealth is. You go to work, you generate income, and you sacrificed a portion of that income into mutual funds. And that's it. That's how simple it is. There's hardly anything else to it. And a lot of people, especially these investment gurus and also personal finance gurus on YouTube, like to make this extremely difficult. Like you have to know this and know that, and you have to be following this and doing that. But no, really, that's it. You go to work, you get a paycheck, and a portion of that paycheck goes into, most importantly, mutual funds. And that's it. That is how simple it is. And that is the first portion of this video. But then, how difficult it is then for you to become a net worth millionaire? Well, that has a lot to do with how much time do you have. For instance, if you're 25 years old, well then you have 40 years to be 65. And if you invest 200 euros or dollars from the age of 25 for 40 years every month, well, if the annual growth is 10%, that will turn out to be over $1 million. Or if your growth is slightly less, if it's 8%, then you're going to end up with 650,000. And also, if you are a bit older, if you're 35, like I am now, well then you have 30 years. But if you invest 500 euros or dollars, I'm going to be talking about euros, it's a European channel, 500 per month for 30 years until the age of 65, well, if the annual growth is 10%, then it will also be over $1 million. And if it's only 8%, then it's roughly 700,000. So that's it. That is how much you need to be paying in those ages. So now, and before somebody says that 500 euros, nobody has that kind of money. Well, if you really start to look for it, you are going to find it. But that is another topic. So a crucial figure is, what is your annual growth? If your annual growth has been 10%, well, if the inflation is 3%, then you will be able to take 7% out of those mutual funds without endangering your primary capital. Or if it's 8%, then you can take 5%. when you go into retirement, no matter what age you are. And also, but then again, if you are, let's say, if you are a bit older, if you are 45, well, and you have 20 years to be 55, 65, well, that is still plenty of time. And also, even if you don't become a net worth millionaire, by the age of your retirement, let's say if you only have 200,000 euros, and the internet is full of these calculators that if you invest this much with that annual growth in that time, well, 200,000 is not going to require exactly much. But let's say 200,000. Well, if you take 5% out of a 200,000, well then that is going to be just above 800 per month gross before taxes. So even if you are not going to be a net worth millionaire by the time you become a pensioner, well, 800 euros gross per month, well, if you don't really have any other sources of income, that 800 gross can make a big difference in your life. That is one of the reasons why this work of personal finance is so important. And that's it. That was the point of this video, how ordinary wealth is built, income, financial management, and time. And of course, in later videos on this channel, I'm gonna be going more into the practical aspects of personal finance. But that was this video. My name is Henri Heikkala, and this is Radio Heikkala. Thank you for watching.